another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Really disciplined job by the... Got down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense in a split backfield. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition.
Snatches it on the run. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Wide out in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On second down, wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Marks. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Trojans have taken it inside the 20. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Trojans will have a...
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, USC! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run it from the gun. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's McCall. They're bringing heat. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 6th play of the drive coming up. With jet sweep pass. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
The inside handoff. And he could not get loose on the run. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's McCall. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Branch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the
Hey Larry, say it to my face, you fucking pussy.
Give yourself an opportunity not to throw.
You're fucking obsessed because you're a fucking bitch.
They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Quarterback adapting. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The spin, still on his feet. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. He gets so close to punching it in, and you could tell he wanted to, but pushed out of bounds at the 2. And guess what? First and goal from the 2, this offense will take it.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the D deny them on second and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Slides away. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback checking off. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking down the middle. Serious arm strength on Pass, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing to score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the 1st. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking for a man, it's McCall. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing. Repeat plays, down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's McCall. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him.
Got a lot of running room. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! What a catch and run for 6. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's got it on the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Pirouettes away from the defense. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throws to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary?
Game, and it's a one-possession game. I do not want to put my defense on the field. You can tell the offense did a great job executing the third down, getting the first down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.
All right, B, now watch this. I want to show you this because I'm going to prove to you that there are games here that will not allow me to win. We're going to go back to this last play, and I really hope it has it because I'm going to prove my point. Okay, here we go. Where's this guy? This guy is manned up. I want to show something. I'm thinking it's this guy. Hold on. This is a man coverage. Straight man coverage. Where the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is he doing? What is this? Look at this. This is straight man coverage. This is straight man coverage. This is the game not allowing me to win. The better player loses. After you are gifted 2 kick returns, almost 3, look at what happens. Look, he's manned up. He's manned up. He's manned up. He's manned up. Why the fuck is he stop covering him? Where the fuck is he? Where? This makes no physical sense. You're not even close to the guy. This is man coverage straight up. Man coverage straight up. Man coverage. Man coverage. Look at this. See? This guy covers his man. He covers him. Where the fuck is my guy going back like that for? This makes no sense at all. None. 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 None.